You mentioned about the summit that is coming in now. Can you tell us a little idea about what that summit is going to be, and then participants and objectives, and what do we do there?
All right, so the summit, SelectUSA is open year-round. So anytime that you're interested in investing in the U.S., we're here to support you. But what we've done in order to make it a little bit easier is now this will be the third iteration of what we call the Investors Summit. This is an opportunity where you can come to the U.S. It's a 3-day event where we will have around 130 different city, municipal, state, government authorities and what we call economic development organizations, all in one place from all over the country, who you can meet with and talk to about what your interests are. Prior to going through either the cluster mapping tool, speaking with us, we can help narrow down some ideas as to where you might want to invest, but that's a very good opportunity for you to have those face-to-face discussions in one place. You don't have to travel all over the country. Some people do choose to stay after the summit, maybe do some one-on-one meetings, maybe they do want to go visit other states, that's fine. And we can obviously be of help in trying to set up those relationships. But I think the best advantage of the summit is just to be able to sit and speak one-on-one.
Yeah. Sure. Just to add here, the summit is for 3 days, 19 to 21. 19 days, what they call the academy. That is where it's like a classroom. If you were the first time, you know not much idea about how to invest, how to go about investing in USA. The academy will be of very important aspect of the summit to you. The next 2 days are like seminars. There are a lot of dignitaries, including the President Obama, will be addressing the summit. There will be success stories of companies who have gone and invested in USA and now doing successfully over there, either exporting out of USA to other countries or selling within the USA and doing well for themselves. They will be there also to talk about their experiences.
Yes. Does it answer your question?
Yeah, it did. Thank you.
What are you into?
We are a company which is IT services.
Okay.
And we already have a small office in US.
Fantastic.
We want to expand, and we want to have more associations with our partners there. We already have some customers, but we have not been, we want to make it bigger.
Bigger.
Where are you based now?
Michigan right now.
Michigan. Okay.
Good to know.
Yes.
This is Manish Modak. I'm a partner with the law firm Astra Legal Associates. See, we have a number of clients. This is the Pune, the small cities like there are other cities, 2-tier cities. There are also businesses. We have clients like automobiles, with IT, and pharmaceuticals companies. They would also like to think about all these proposals. So, what is your proposal or any assistance to the law firms like us, who because we are acting as middleman? So, is there anything for us?
Yes, there could be, because you are connected to many other companies, okay, and you could be a point of communication for them. Because for SelectUSA, we are working on the visibility. People don't know what is this initiative all about, what is this summit all about. So what we are doing, yesterday we were in Bangalore, today we are in Pune. So we are just doing some things which can make a highlight or visibility. But having you as a partners, definitely we could reach to more number of companies. It's not a question of reaching to companies, it's a question of reaching to right companies. So we want companies who really have United States on their radar, or who have grown to a certain extent and now looking for expansion, right? So yes, of course, you could be our partner. Somebody want to add?
Just one more thing, there are about 70 countries which send delegates to the summit. Because of the limitation on the number of seats, each countries have been given a quota. India also has a specific quota, but for the consultants and service providers, there is a separate quota which is not included in the country, and this quota is more or less filled up. So you can go and register yourself, but if something happens, some cancellation happens, you might get it. Otherwise, for this summit, it may not be possible.
you as a law firm can even explore, as Kamal said, coming to this summit where you'll get a chance to understand US legal system. You'll get to understand if you have any customer in India who want consultancy on US legal systems, definitely that would be of your use.
And really, if I could just reiterate, you know, the summit obviously is something we want to promote heavily, but even going forward, as Kamal mentioned, with service providers, they've likely met their threshold number that can register from globally. But please do bear in mind that, you know, throughout the year, if you have a client base that's interested in investment in the U.S., we would love to hear from you because it's something that we want to, you know, promote and support on an ongoing basis. So please do stay in touch.
Do we answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Does this SelectUSA help you in getting a US patent?
So what we can do through our ombudsman service is we can help to make sure that you get in front of the right organizations. In that case, the Patent and Trademark Office. We could certainly help to give you the information that you need to register patents, just like registering your products for sale in the U.S., etc. So I think that is an area that we could be of assistance.
Hey, hi, good evening. My name is Tiger here.
Yeah.
Yes, hi.
I'm from a company called Total Water Air Thermal Technologies. We recently set up our technology-based company in Canada, and we are actively seeking distributors to become manufacturers of our products. And I would like to get in touch with you regarding the opportunities and connections that we could build up.
Absolutely.
To take after the event.
Sure,
today.
after the event we'll get a chance.
Yeah.
We have got our team as well.
Excellent.
But
Are you already serving US market?
We are not serving the
Canadian
US market. No, right now we are concentrating on the Middle East. That's the booming sector right now. We would like to expand into the US because US is a very conscious market when it comes to energy saving,
Yes.
which is what our clean energy field is all about.
Fantastic. And when you say distributors, those are the channel partners who represent and sell. But
Correct.
And you want also to be a manufacturing facility? with them.
Absolutely.
Okay, why not?
That with time that will grow into something bigger, but that's wonderful as well. Just the fact you're thinking about setting up, you know, an office to service your business there.
and SelectUSA doesn't discriminate between the large investor or small investor.
Right. There's no threshold, monetary threshold, or number of jobs created threshold. There's no metric like that we look at. We want to support any company that's interested in setting up an operation in the U.S.
Hi, good evening. So, we currently helping organizations in India to scale up, and we only engage with German and Swiss companies. I don't know of business companies there. So, I was wanting to know, we typically plug the productivity leads, and a lot of international companies that move to India don't know how to scale up. They get stuck there. How can I engage with the US counterparts?
There could be a couple of options. Okay. First is this, as you rightly said, that Indian companies who are basically entrepreneurs with a startup company and they're growing and reaching to a certain level, and then they feel they get stagnant and they don't grow up. Okay.
I'm talking about the
Yeah, so same way, there are also similar cases happening with US companies. So your service could definitely be valuable also to those US companies, which you can target either by having own subsidiary or having a channel partner or distributor. You could even think of making a tie-up with exactly similar company who are doing similar services or inline services in US who will be happy to have you on the board and do it on the larger scale. So their basket could be full with your service. So yeah, there are a lot of opportunities to see us, and it's worth exploring. Who are your present customers? Name of you.
Chrono Bremse,
Uh-huh.
braking systems.
In
So
Pune.
in
Not
the
in
sense-
Pune.
yeah.
Hmm?
No, I work with
German components.
German
Okay.
guys. We work in India also.
Right.
Endershauser.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a Swiss company.
Yeah.
Legrand.
Uh-huh.
So we kind of help all these companies to scale up.
Fantastic.
quite a few more. But then US is not something that we explored, though I worked in US. Okay, and that's one market that's not opened up as yet.
So, most of what we're talking about here is inward investment to the U.S., but I'd say the core mandate of the U.S. Commercial Service is to support U.S. exports and U.S. investment. So we are frequently approached by U.S. companies that are interested in entering the Indian market. And it's good for us to have on our radar service providers that help to support that. Many of them are looking for agents or distributors or end users. Some of them are looking to actually set up an operation here. That's all things that we would support, but certainly as a service provider that can help to facilitate market entry or scaling up, by all means, please drop us a line, because that's a whole other area that we need to focus quite heavily on.
Thank you.
Sure.
Actually, I was asking about the same thing, about Make in India. Is there any information to share about program Make in India?
Well, Make in India, of course, is a Government of India initiative that the U.S. government supports as well. It's something that we're heavily engaged in. We had Make in India week not long ago in Mumbai, I guess maybe the end of February, if I'm not mistaken. The consulate took a very active role in that. We have a lot of U.S. companies that are based here that are manufacturing product, and we're very proud that they are part of that Make in India initiative. It's something where we've seen some interest on the part of U.S. companies in learning more about how will that incentivize and create opportunity for foreign investment to come into the country. I mean, much like as we were talking earlier of an Indian company going to the U.S., there's a lot of brand equity that it can create in the local market. There are certain incentives that can be created in the local market to get you to set up and operate there. It's the same, I think, coming this way. It's something that we want to actively encourage. We're seeing certain changes in various industries that are very pro-foreign investment. I mean, the defense sector is changing a bit, certainly around infrastructure and smart city development. We see a lot of opportunity where U.S. technology providers could be a part of that. So by all means, Make in India is something that we feel that we want to support greatly. I don't know if Kamal, did you have something you want to add?
No.
Okay.
So SelectUSA and Make in India goes hand in hand. That is what we have observed and seen.